G'day guys, today we're going to do a fluorocarbon combi rig. What we are going to need, we're going to need the Docks hook link braid, 25 pound. I'm going to need a piece of tungsten W tube. Then I'm going to use the BKK tournament carp wide gape size 4. Guys, go and check these hooks out. They really up there. We're going to use a piece of shrink tube, and I'm going to need tungsten putty. I'm also going to need a piece of fluorocarbon string or fluorocarbon line. I'm using this Docks rig wallet because it's got a nice measuring system on it already, so I can measure there what I need and how much I need of it. I'm going to start with the hook link. We're going to need this 25 pound hook link braid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a section of about 18 centimeters long, so it's up to there. Let me just cut this. I'm going to need one of my hooks. This hooks comes in a nice foam packaging to prevent your hooks from getting damaged. And I'm going to need a piece of this tungsten tubing. On the tubing, I'm really using a small part. It's not a massive section that I'm going to need. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to strip off the front piece of this coating. Only the front section, guys. Don't strip the whole thing. You will see now why we don't strip the whole area. And I put in a overhand knot, and I just pull it into position. Next thing, I take my piece of tubing and I feed it over my hook link like that there. Don't put it onto the open braid section, still keep it on the coated section. With the open section towards you, with the knot in, pull it over your finger. You take your wide gape hook and you just put it inside your tubing, swinging it around like that. Now we can strip the remaining. We pull it forward towards the knot and we strip the remaining section of the coating off. As you guys can see, this coating comes off quite easy. It's not as stiff as some of the other brands. I'm fishing at Roderkoppies today, so I'm going to use a bit of a longer hair section. I'm going to use it at about 3 centimeters. Again, I go back to my Docks case and I measure 3 centimeters. And I'm going to do a knotless knot. So from the top, I go down through the eye. I wrap it 5 times. 2. And again, I go with the tag end through the top of the eye. And just tighten everything up. There we go. The next thing I'm going to need is a piece of my shrink tube. The shrink tube I'm going to cut off 1 centimeter. And you feed the shrink tube over the eye of your hook. Over the knot section, over the eye section. There we go, guys. So your shrink tube is over the knot, or over the ring of the hook, as well as the knotless knot that you made there. Next, we're going to take a piece of fluorocarbon. Just pinch it a bit with the section open. You take with your hook facing down, you go through the top and you just push your fluorocarbon into your shrink tube, just to assist you to make a decent knot. We go over it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, and then we go back onto itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. We pull it out, the fluorocarbon, and we put the tag in through the fluoro again. We wet it up a bit and we pull it into position. We decide on what length we're going to use. So again, I put it into my docks rig wallet, rig case, and I pull it just about 2 fingers past, and I cut it off at that specific point. We decided on what length we want to do, so I've cut it off about 2 fingers longer because I'm going to fish a bit of silty area. I put my anti-tangle sleeve on it. At that bend there, I put in a double figure 8 knot. So it's once and the second time through itself again. I take my tensioner, my puller, and I just pull it nice and tight. All that's left now is to cut off all of your tag ends. So let me quickly cut that off. After trimming all of your tag ends, this is what you're going to be left with. So we take our anti-tangle, we pull it over the knot at the top, so that when we rig it onto our docks safe lead clip, we can just shrink it into position or just clip it into position. Guys, inside your docks kit with this rig wallet, you're going to get your pins as well. So you pin it into position just to assist to take out any kinks that's in your fluorocarbon. The last thing that we need to do is we're going to take our docks 20 grams tungsten putty. We take a small piece off of it and we just put it over our knot. There you go, guys. That's your combi rig done. Whilst you are sitting next to the water, just remember to shrink your shrink tube. The easiest way is just to boil the kettle, keep it over the boiling section, and that will be done. Guys, this rig you can use to fish anything. You can fish a pop-up on it, you can fish your tiger nuts on it, you can fish your fakes on it, critical balance, bottom baits, whatever you want to do. This is one of your best rigs that you're going to need. If you don't have the time to do it, like unfortunately I had today, you go and buy yourself. You can see I've used one already, the Docks Rigs Fluorocarbon Combi Rig, pre-made. So you can just hook it on whilst you're sitting and doing the rest for yourself. Enjoy the fishing, guys.